To the approval of this Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line. To be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big time play.
Because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And running with
say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling me,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dalvin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. from the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On one, right?
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Ravens 3. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return is Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Fighting his way through contact. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
3rd and 15.
Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
First down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Back 6. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. And it's caught off the deflection. Touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Ravens 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along. The sideline, what a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second down and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 28, Ravens 10. Evan McPherson to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he will find his man Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Look that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But
and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. This from 44 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll run with Mixon, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And there's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on fourth down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice, get the first down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.